On today's episode of The Gate, we'll take you to the St. Charles Foundry where the doors are open late night. See how the arts are celebrated at this monthly event. And we will get a look at the grand opening of a new local soccer facility, Sogility STL in St. Charles. Plus, we will visit with Lindenwood's newest national champion, Logan Millhausen, just one day after hoisting the cup. Welcome to The Gate, I'm Emma Hickerson. The St. Charles Foundry Arts Center celebrates the arts by showcasing local artistry. The doors to the Foundry stay open past the normal hours for one Friday night every month. This month, they celebrated high school and college students local to the area to showcase their talents and receive awards for their accomplishments. Each month, there is a special exhibit that showcases different artists from all over the area. This event is a great way to encourage and engage everyone to enjoy the arts. The Foundry has something for everyone. There is typically a live performer, drinks, activities for the kids, and great photo opportunities.
Typical Frist Friday, it's free. You come in the door from 5 to 8. There is always an art activity inspired by what's in the galleries. Most of the time there is live music. Sometimes we have DJ, and depends on what's happening. And the exhibitions open on that day. It is contemporary art of our time. The Foundry is not a collecting institution. We work with artists that are alive and creating and working with art right now. We've been building the Foundry as part of the community more, so I would love for people to think of it as a third place. But it's a really good place for people to socialize, feel like you belong to something else, and just be inspired.
To join in on the action of celebrating the arts, come visit the St. Charles Foundry. The next First Friday features the American Society of Botanical Artists who create art based on nature, and Catherine Alexander who paints on the shell of eggs. You can see the exhibit on Friday, April 4th from 5 to 8 p.m. Coming up after the break, we will get an inside look at the new local business that has recently opened here in St. Charles. We'll take a look at how technology is transforming how players train for the game.
When it comes to something as important as a job in broadcasting or in job, whatever you're searching for, Lindenwood puts that emphasis in you rather than just the education. So take advantage of it and be like a ton of alum that walked out of Lindenwood that were proud to be a Lion.
Welcome back to The Gate. A new local soccer business, Sogility STL, is giving us an inside look at the grand opening event. Sogility is a new opportunity for those to come train, learn, and improve their soccer skills through new cutting-edge technology. We join General Manager Jess Semnacher to learn about what Sogility is and what they hope to bring to the community.
Jess Semnacher, General Manager of Sogility St. Louis. St. Charles is awesome. We've got a really great community here. Two of my owners, both live here in St. Charles. They have a great network. It's just a really great community of people who are passionate about soccer. And then I think also it's just a great location soccer-wise. I mean, we're right by some really great athletic facilities, and it just seems like the kids love it around here. So yeah, we're pumped. One of Sogility's core values is community. We love being a part of the St. Louis soccer community. We are here to help players get better. That's our probably number one metric of what success looks like. And Sogility exists because we're always looking for innovative ways to help players improve their skills and improve their confidence. Anytime that you're trying to improve something, it's always about how is it that I can be more efficient? How is it that I can be doing something faster, something more accurate? And when you're trying to push those limits, technology is your answer. That is the next way to help players do that. One of the cool things about our technology is also really engaging. It's keeping score of everything, so it's really game-like. It is gamified, and players love to be in that kind of competitive environment. Whether it's just the player competing against themselves or whether the player is competing against other players. We are membership based. That's at the core of our business. People would sign up for memberships, and what they do is they buy credits, and each credit would be one of our facets, whether it's doing a technical soccer zone or a ball launcher, and then they would spend those credits every month. So we have different monthly increments that people can do credits. And then we also have outside of membership activities. We have camps. We also have some different one-off credits also. We're basically open when kids aren't in school. So from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 8 at night. On the weekends, we don't start until 12, and then we're open until about 8 at night.
If you're interested in training at Sogility STL, you can book a free training session on their website, where you can also find their hours, membership fees, and social media links. Coming up after the break, Logan Millhausen joins the gate to talk about the team's recent national championship win and life as a student athlete.
The College of Arts and Humanities at Lindenwood University truly is the best. Real experience, real success is something that I still use to this day when talking about Lindenwood.
Today we are sitting down with sophomore ice hockey athlete Logan Millhausen. Logan is a student athlete on the men's ACHA ice hockey team and as of yesterday, a national champion, the first in program history. Logan is a sophomore forward majoring in chemistry with an emphasis in biochemistry. Thank you so much for coming on the show with us today, Logan. Really appreciate you taking some time out. I'm sure you're busy celebrating with that national championship win, but first off, how does it feel to be a national championship winner?
I want to start by thanking you for having me on here, but winning a national championship, it's just an unreal feeling. It's surreal. It almost feels like it didn't even happen. I remember talking with some of the guys, it just hasn't even set in yet. Just that feeling of being the best in the whole entire nation for that level. It's just an amazing feeling to have, and couldn't have done it with a better group of guys. So it's just absolutely amazing.
I mean, 24 hours ago, you guys are probably playing right now, and now, celebrating. I'm sure that's, just a phenomenal feeling to have. Especially, isn't this the first win in program history?
Yeah, this is actually the first national championship that Lindenwood has won at the D2 level. So it's very special to be a part of that group and be successful with them. There was only one other time that they had made it to the championship game, and they ended up losing there, but there's been several times they've gone to the Final Four or just the pool play and gotten knocked out each year, just couldn't get over that hump and just kept working at the goal, and finally we were able to get over the hump and keep the momentum rolling forward to a national championship.
What do you think the difference was this year? Do you think, I know you said you had a very close team, so do you think that contributed? What were the contributing factors to this win?
Oh, absolutely. I think this is the closest group of guys that I've ever played with before. We're just always around each other, getting to know each other, and I just think having that tight bond really helped bring us through the whole thing to the end, as well as just the depth that our team has. We have a team that is full of good players top to bottom. There's guys on our team that are on our fourth line that could easily be first line guys on any other team that are at this tournament. So it's just having that depth to keep going deep into the tournament and knowing that if one line's not going, there's another one that's going to be there to pick them up.
Gotcha. And for you, I mean, you have to have worked so hard, I'm sure, to be here. I'm sure this is, a dream for a little hockey player, Logan, somewhere. So how old were you when you started playing, and what was your journey like? Yeah,
this was absolutely a dream come true from as little as I can remember. So I first began playing hockey when I was 4 years old. That's when I just started getting into it. And what kind of got me into it was I saw friends that had started skating and playing, and I'm like, oh, I'll give it a shot. So I started playing a little bit, and I think it was my first or second year of playing, I actually decided, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. So I took time away from the game. It was like not even a week I was away from it, and right away I called the coach. I'm like, I want to come back. I want to keep playing because I just miss it so much. And from there, I never looked back. I played all the way through my youth time at my hometown in Mosinee, and then I played my freshman year at my high school, where then after that I continued on to play AAA for the Madison Capitals and then Green Bay Gamblers, and then moved away from home my senior year and played in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, and got injured there, so I had to have a little recovery time and build back, but played 3 years of juniors after that in Hudson, Wisconsin, where that just kind of shaped me into the player that I am now and led me here to Lindenwood, which was the greatest decision I could have made. I've met so many great people here and just couldn't be happier to be a part of this great program.
Gotcha. What made you decide, what landed on Lindenwood for you?
So obviously Lindenwood, I was wanting to come here for hockey was the main reason, but then it was also a combination of Lindenwood offered the degree that I was looking at pursuing, as well as the hockey program was competitive and it had a winning track record. So it was really desirable to me to want to be a part of this school and a part of the program. So that really drew me in.
Yeah, you're a student athlete, you know, not just an athlete. So with that student aspect, I'm sure you're a chemistry major. I think you said biology emphasis, correct?
So a chemistry major with an emphasis in biochemistry.
Wow. So that's a lot to manage with also being an athlete. How do you find yourself balancing those things?
It's definitely challenging at times. Like this semester, I actually would have to miss a couple practices every week just for doing labs, trying to balance that into the schedule. But it also is a grueling exam schedule and assignments. So it's definitely challenging to balance, but the coaches make it easy to help you balance it out and get your schoolwork done and stay on track. So I found it fairly easy with the student athlete aspect to keep the student portion first, athletes always second.
Gotcha. Throughout your hockey journey, who would you say some of your biggest role models were, just growing up and also throughout your time in the program, you know, whatever has really been the biggest impact on you?
Yeah, definitely. So some role models for me would be, and it's not even hockey related, it would be my dad and my grandpa. They kind of just drove me and showed me what it's like to work hard and just pursue the things you want to do well at. But then for a hockey role model, I'd have to say probably Joe Pavelski, because he's kind of like a hometown hero. He lives 20 minutes away from where I live, and just kind of someone I idolized and wanted to be like and try to pursue the path that he took. So I'd say he was probably a big factor and helped me get to where I am today.
That's awesome. What do you see for the future of this team? I mean, obviously you're coming out of a national championship win. Everybody's so happy right now. I mean, how do you think this is going to motivate everybody going forward with the team?
I think it's just going to drive guys to want to get another national championship. We are the defending champions, so we should come into next year wanting to defend that title. Like I told the guys, we're satisfied, or we're happy, but we're not satisfied because the journey's just beginning. For me, I have 2 more seasons after this to do it all over again, and why not continue it on? And
you've got a lot of youth on the team right now too. I saw a large freshman class, sophomore class, so I'm sure with that youth, it's going to continue.
Absolutely. We're losing very good skilled forwards and defensemen in the senior class, but we're also bringing up a lot of freshmen, and then as well as next year's class can bring in some good talent too. So we have plenty of guys that'll fill those roles and step up big for us.
I'm sure you guys are really excited right now. Do you have any celebration plans going into the weekend?
We're really excited, and we are going to make sure to celebrate together and just really stick together as a team, because winning a national championship is just something that's unbelievable and just builds a bond between you and your teammates. You become brothers forever. It's just something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life and always go back to these guys and want to talk about it all the time. So we're really just going to take this time to embrace the moment and just soak it all in and be together.
As you should. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for coming on with us today. Enjoy your celebrating.
Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining us on The Gate today.